Are you terrified of talking to the camera? Well, if you're over 40 and want to make money online, then camera confidence is the skill that changes everything. As an older UGC creator, you can make money from home making social media videos for brands. And by mastering this skill, you can go from constantly wondering how you're going to pay your bills to constantly earning thousands of dollars a month. The problem is, for most people over 40, being confident on camera is intimidating. They overthink it, avoid it, and never end up becoming creators. I know this because when I started as a UGC creator, I sucked at being on camera. My first videos were painfully awkward and I performed like I was a deer in headlights. But after 2 years, that one skill helped me build a 6-figure creator business. And I've helped students like Dee Dee, Veronica, and Phil turn their camera confidence into cash. So in this video, I'm gonna show you why camera confidence is the most important skill that you can learn right now. I'll explain what's holding you back and how to overcome that self-doubt. Plus, I'll give you an exercise that'll help you be camera confident in just 14 days. Before we unpack camera confidence, I want to go over why there's such a huge opportunity for people over 40 to do UGC. And to do that, I need a bag of Starburst. Let's say that these Starbursts represent the different ages of UGC creators. Orange is 30 to 40-year-olds. Reds are 40 to 50, and pink is 50 and up. Now, when a brand with a product for people over 40 needs a UGC creator, they need to dig through this pile of Starburst. Now, as you can see, there are tons of yellow and orange Starburst in here. Us people over 40, we are the reds and the pinks. I mean, there's never enough reds and pinks in any kind of Starburst package. We're exactly what a lot of brands need right now. Most consumers aren't in their 20s and 30s. They're in their 40s, 50s, 60s, like above. So your age is not a disadvantage. It is your biggest advantage. Think about it. Retirement planning, menopause, hair loss, these are things that we're going through, and you can't get a 25-year-old to do your menopause product ads. It just doesn't work like that. There's a lot of need for us because there's just not many of us. And because most people over 40 are too scared to be on camera, the ones that do, the ones that build that camera confidence, scoop up the opportunities that others are simply too afraid to take. So if you're interested in being a red or a pink Starburst, download my free Kickstarter guide for boomers and Gen Xers. Pink Starburst time. So you know the brands will hire older creators, but the idea of being on camera still feels impossible. And every day you see videos of people who just shine on camera. What is it about the thought of being on camera that feels impossible? The first thing you need to realize is that nobody is a natural on camera. This is a skill that you learn, like riding a bike, making delicious pizza, or playing the guitar. These are all skills that are learned through practicing. If you think about your job or your favorite hobby, at one point it was something that you didn't know how to do. What's weird about being on camera is that the result is very public. You are putting yourself out there for people to see you and to judge you. Meanwhile, those skills that don't require you to be on camera, like learning how to play guitar, are done behind closed doors. Nobody sees the awkwardness or mistakes of playing guitar. They just see somebody doing some incredible guitar solo on stage and think, wow, they were just born knowing how to do it. You don't see the hours, weeks, years spent perfecting that skill. It's the same with being on camera. Everybody just looks polished. The other thing that contributes to your lack of camera confidence is that you're constantly seeing people on camera. YouTube, TV, streaming. What you're seeing isn't reality. It's polished, perfected, and perfectly framed. You're comparing yourself to something that isn't accurate. For us Gen Xers, we weren't born with a phone in our hands, and we weren't FaceTiming at age 5. Speaking to camera is really foreign to a lot of people over 40. Talking to camera isn't second nature, and our brains automatically default to things that protect us. We're not wired to be exposed or to really try something that's unfamiliar. Getting in front of a camera will be nerve-wracking and difficult at the start, but the financial benefits and the confidence that you get from being in front of a camera are 100% worth the awkwardness. It takes a lot of confidence to sit in front of the lens. But once you hit record, something else may enter your mind, perfectly nailing each take. You need to deliver each line clearly, or otherwise the brand will never want to work with you again. But is perfection really what brands are looking for? Have you ever been on a movie set or walked by a local restaurant that was filming a commercial? You'd probably think it's this glorious, magical place of everything is perfect and all the beautiful actors nail each line. And since the commercial is only 30 seconds, then it shouldn't take more than a few hours to film the entire project. The reality is it takes a long time to make something like a commercial, and the majority of that time spent is all stuff that you never see. Effects don't work, the camera's off, actor forgets his line. The film sets are not a place of perfection, and neither is UGC. When you see a UGC video, when you watch a UGC video, you're seeing the best takes. You're not seeing the other 5 bad takes or those lines where they couldn't pronounce the ingredient in the product. Heck, just ask my editor how many bad takes he has to cut out of these videos. I give him about 30 minutes of footage and he has to trim it down to the 12 most coherent minutes that he can find. I am seriously underpaying him for what he's doing. For UGC, sometimes I say a line 3 times, sometimes I need to say it like 7 times. That is perfectly normal. All you need is one good take. This happens to me and every other creator out there. Look, this isn't live theater or Broadway. No one is seeing our entire performance. We're strictly showing them the best takes strung together. Once you realize you don't need to nail every take, talking to the camera becomes 100% easier. You just cut out all the bad lines and keep the great stuff. UGC is all about authenticity, not perfectionism. And the mistakes that are made in front of the camera that nobody sees are simply part of the process. It's one thing to sit in front of a camera, but it's another to go back and watch your performance. Looking back, you notice your gray hair, your wrinkles, the bags under your eyes, and you think, I don't like how I look. Why would a brand want to hire me? But what if the things that you see are flaws are exactly what a brand wants? It's hard to see yourself as a successful creator when all you see are 20 and 30-year-olds with their flawless skin. Advertising is notorious for photoshopping out acne or belly fat. This idea of beauty equals success starts very young. Look at Barbie, flawless body, drives a Corvette and owns 4 houses. Actually, I think I just described Margot Robbie in real life. But Hollywood is a good example to show that you don't need to be leading man handsome in order to get work. Think of actors like Danny DeVito. Not tall, not conventionally handsome, but he's unforgettable and has worked steady for decades. On the women's side, there's Helen Mirren. Wrinkles, gray hair, and more admired than ever before. These and hundreds of other older actors work because they're talented and memorable. Their old age makes them recognizable, not forgettable. And it's the same in UGC. There are creators in their 40s and 50s, 60s, gray hair, wrinkles, everyday looks, making thousands a month. You don't need to look young and flawless because you're not selling products to young and flawless people. You're selling to people your own age, people with wrinkles, belly fat, gray hair, and they want to buy something from somebody that looks like them. You will get consistent work because of how you look. It's one thing to be okay with how you look, but a whole other thing to be okay with how you sound. It is weird listening to ourselves, and there is something in our voice that can't be disguised with makeup. It's our accent. It could be regional or national, but there are so many of us with an accent. When I'm talking to you now, you may not recognize my regional accent, but if I start talking about Noma or the Sox, then my Massachusetts upbringing is very apparent. However, there's a lot of people that can't turn off their accent. One of my coaching clients, Stephanie, has an accent, and she was worried that it would prevent her from getting work. She asked if she should hide it, and my reply was something like, hell no. I've lost track of how many posts I see where they are asking for UGC creators with specific accents. English, Italian, Irish, South African. These brands are targeting certain customers or certain demographics, and if you have an accent that will connect you to that audience, you are valuable. Let's look at Hollywood again. We have Dame Judi Dench. Her voice and her British accent are part of her power.
Advertisement which bought my house, bought this house.
On the other side, Sofia Vergara's Colombian accent
I came here all the way from a small town in Colombia.
Made her unforgettable in Modern Family, and now she is a household name thanks to all the brand deals she gets. Your accent isn't a weakness, it is a signature. Don't try to hide it or sound normal. UGC is all about authenticity, and brands want to hear from the authentic you. In September of 2019, I was hired by a mobile gaming company to make videos for ads, and the first few months were great. I was working with a lot of local Austin talent agencies, getting these incredible actors, and thankful I was not the one in front of the camera. Then March 2020 happened. They sent us home, and I had no more access to actors. I had to get back in front of the camera. For about a year, I stumbled through it, made mistakes, but over time, I just got better. It was out of necessity that I learned to be camera confident. And looking back, it's been an essential part of my career, how to make money, and career happiness. It's wild to say that people hire me because I'm comfortable on camera, but it's my reality, and it's the reality for hundreds of other older UGC creators. So let me ask you this. If talking to a camera just a few hours a week would get you out of a bad 9-to-5 financial situation and let you live the life you want to live, why wouldn't you be willing to learn that skill? While I did have some on-camera experience before becoming a UGC creator, you may think that that's some kind of advantage, like you need to be confident before becoming a UGC creator. But that's not true. And my students Phil, Didi, and Veronica, they started exactly where you are. Didi was a corporate recruiter who spent her days in meetings either on the phone or on Zoom. She's a natural extrovert, but didn't think she could work off scripts or memorize lines. She signed up for my course and used the lessons inside to learn how to confidently speak on camera. She's now making thousands of dollars on the side doing UGC. Phil was a high school teacher who wanted to make extra money on the side. He was in front of students all day, but didn't think that being in front of the camera was for him. He signed up for my course and followed the lessons to make his UGC example videos. He posted those examples on Fiverr, where brands saw his authentic and engaging personality. Now he's making thousands a month from a roster of repeat clients. Veronica was a retired real estate agent, and while she'd worked with clients face-to-face, being on camera was a whole new ballgame. She took my course and was able to take her in-person natural charm and apply it to being on camera. By posting her travel videos on YouTube, UGC brands found her. Now she makes UGC content while traveling around the country. None of them started with camera confidence, but they saw UGC as a creative, fun, and income-generating side hustle. Now brands are paying them for their camera confidence. If you're ready to be confident on camera and start earning extra income, I'd love to help you through my one-on-one individual coaching program. I have 2 different tiers of coaching programs, so check out which one is right for you. Go to the link and apply to the program. I'd love to help you out. So as you can see, there is nothing holding you back from being a camera-confident, older UGC creator. Now here's how you get started. It's a simple 2-week method to build camera confidence. Here's exactly how it works. Every day for the next 14 days, film 1 video where you're talking to your phone. You don't need to post it. The goal here is practice and repetition. Here's your daily calendar. On Monday, talk about a favorite food and why you love it. On Tuesday, share a difficult moment you've gone through. On Wednesday, film a product video. Find something in your house that you already have. And when you do this video, give me 3 reasons why I should go out and buy this product. That is the skill that brands are looking for. On Thursday, talk about a favorite experience. It could be a sporting event, a concert, or a trip. On Friday, do another product video. Pick something smaller, like a coffee mug or a pen. Again, give me 3 reasons as to why I should buy it. On Saturday, talk about a challenge that you faced and how you overcame it. Then the next week, repeat the same pattern with different experiences and products. At the end of 2 weeks, you'll be more comfortable on camera, but you will have learned the core skills that will get you to be a paid UGC creator. You'll be talking about products, sharing experiences, telling stories. But camera confidence is only part of the equation. You still need to understand how to make an entire UGC video from start to finish. So watch this video where I'll walk you through everything it takes to make your first UGC video step by step.